Build a fence around Wall Street, not the border. The immigrant in search of a better life for his or herself and family is not my enemy. They are, like my ancestors before me, who also came to the USA in search of a better life, struggling against malevolent forces intent upon perpetuating a gross system of dehumanization and greed-fueled destruction. Call it industrialism, capitalism, corporatism, or whatever. The bottom line is that the prosperous few have been shitting on everyone else since the beginning of recorded time. And those dealing with a larger pile of shit than I are not my enemy. The ones who have built their toilets atop society with the intent of raining their shit and piss upon us all are the enemy. I am, of course, talking about the oligarchs, the makers of war, the manipulators of economies, the callous destroyers of the earth. These are the people I am interested in fighting, not the poor, with whom I have far more in common than I do with the bankers and their puppets in government. Talk of building border fences due to some vaguely defined feelings of resentment against poor people from Mexico, Central, and South America, when used by cynical political puppets, serves only one purpose. They are designed to shift resentment away from the true scourge of the sociists, the oligarchs. To an easy target. You see, when you are an oligarch or one of its puppets facing a populace who are not at all content with the system from which you directly benefit, but you still need popular support to keep the system running the way you intend, it becomes necessary to shift the blame somewhere other than where it is so obviously falls. One of the easiest ways to accomplish this, as Mussolini and Hitler would both attest, is to foster nationalist fervor against an imagined enemy. This plays to the us against them mentality that seems to have such a strong grip on the human psyche. Tell the people making $12 an hour that the Mexican wants to sneak in to do the same job for $6 an hour, and suddenly you have frightened them to the point where they might be ready to forget the long-term problem for a moment. Namely, that corporate oligarchs are economically raping them in the ass on a daily basis. And fight the more immediate battle against the guy cutting their neighbor's grass. Add to the mix fear-mongering hyperbole about immigrants being criminals, and they're ready to eat up the racist, nationalist fascism you're handing them on a golden platter. Of course, the fools falling for this ploy won't get to keep the golden platter once they're finished with the piles of shit they've been fed. But by then, the damage has been done. Wake the fuck up, America.